woke up in a tent and found my wife cheating on me, right next to where I was sleeping. And somehow, after everything that happened, her family ended up furious at me. Some people will probably think I'm the bad guy for what I did next, but hear me out. Undoubtedly, some people will say I'm the bad guy for leaving her at the camp, but I woke up to find her having sex with a man next to me in my tent. I was feeling a million different things, so I just got in my car and left. But the truth is, things started getting weird long before that night. We went camping last month for a break, but there were 3 Australian guys in our spot who said we could share the space with them, so we did. Our very first day there, while swimming, my wife accidentally loses her bikini and flashes for them 3 right off the bat. I didn't make a fuss over this because maybe she really did lose it on accident, so whatever. The next day, one of the guys asked to go hiking with him, but I'm about to nap, so my wife says she'll go. An hour later, I receive a picture from her, of her facing away from the camera topless with her arms out wide. She says the guy she went hiking with took it for her. At this point I was already uncomfortable, but I kept trying to convince myself I was just overreacting. I expressed my extreme unhappiness with this and she apologised, so I let it go so it wouldn't ruin our weekend. Over the next few days she continues to flash for these guys by mistake and teasing them, and these 3 guys cheer her on and make comments about her body in front of me. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be the awkward jealous husband, so I just stayed quiet. But the final night of this trip is where everything completely fell apart. So on our final night at the camp, we're sitting at a fire and all of us had a lot to drink. This is where she really started taking things too far. Dancing for those 3 guys, completely ignoring me, and once again flashing a lot. I was pretty drunk at this point. As I stood up, I stumbled onto something, hit the ground head first and passed out. And what happened after I'd woke up is something I genuinely wish I never saw. The next time I came to it, it must have been in the middle of the night. I could hear her moaning. At first I thought I was still half unconscious, like I was dreaming or hallucinating or something. But then I realised it was real. I opened my eyes and I saw my wife on all fours with one of the guys behind her. And she was actually telling him to be quiet because her husband, me, was right next to them. They were even talking about the other 2 guys like this was just normal. That moment, something inside me just completely broke. So I sat up and they both looked completely shocked. I just started crying. I didn't even shout. I didn't even argue. I just got up, went to my car and left. She was chasing after me, also crying, but I didn't stop. Since then, everything has gotten worse in a completely different way. Her family started messaging and calling me, furious that I had left her at the camp. She clearly hasn't told them the full story though. And I'm not speaking to them until I've spoken to a lawyer. Because now I'm stuck in something I never thought would happen to me. This divorce is going to cost me badly, even with infidelity. I don't even know how I'm supposed to prove any of this. And the state I'm in is apparently very harsh on men during divorces. Right now, I just feel completely lost. But the part that messes with me the most isn't even the legal side of it. It's everything that led up to that night and how I missed it, or ignored it, or maybe just didn't want to believe it. Because looking back, there were signs the whole time. And now I keep asking myself if I should have walked away earlier, or if I should have said something, or if I was just being naive the entire time. So I guess I need to ask this. At what point do you stop giving someone the benefit of the doubt? At what point does maybe I'm overreacting turn into ignoring something you shouldn't be ignoring? And if you were in my position, waking up to that, what would you have done? Was I wrong for leaving immediately without confronting anything? Or was that the only thing I could realistically do in that moment? Because right now, I don't just feel betrayed. I feel confused, humiliated, and completely unsure of how I'm supposed to move forward from this. And honestly, I don't even know what part of this I'm supposed to blame myself for, if any of it.
Imagine being 1 month away from marrying the person you think you're going to spend the rest of your life with, only for one tiny moment to completely change how you see everything. Not catching them cheating, not finding some secret second phone, not walking in on something devastating, just a weekend away. A few details that don't line up, and one text notification you wish you never seen. I'm 21, my fiancée is 21, and until a few days ago, I genuinely thought life was going exactly the way it was supposed to. The wedding was booked, the plans were made, final meetings were happening. We were in that stage where everything starts feeling real. 1 month from now, we're supposed to be married. Now, I'm sitting here wondering whether I even know the person I spent years building a future with. And honestly, I don't know if I'm overthinking this, or if my instincts are trying to warn me before I make the biggest mistake of my life. This all started because my fiancée went away for what was supposed to be a girls only camping trip. Lake weekend, her friends, time away, a chance to relax. She told me that she needed the break. Honestly, I didn't question it. People need space. People need time with their friends. Relationships need trust. So she left the Friday afternoon, and after that, pretty much silence. No calls, barely any texts. Nothing until Sunday evening. Normally that would have probably felt strange, but she specifically said that she wanted to disconnect and recharge, so I respected it. I wasn't going to be that guy blowing up a phone asking for updates every couple of hours. At the time, it felt normal, at least I thought it did. When she got back Sunday evening though, something felt off immediately. Not because of one huge obvious thing, just little things, small things, the kind of things that don't seem important until you start adding them together. She walked in, barely said hello, didn't talk about the trip, didn't seem excited to see me, didn't really say much at all. Instead, she immediately started doing laundry. Now maybe that sounds ridiculous. Camping clothes obviously need washing. That part makes sense. But something felt very strange. Like mentally, she wasn't really there. And as the night went on, things slowly started feeling weirder, because details about the trip kept changing. At first, she casually mentioned that one of her friend's boyfriends had been there. Okay, not exactly girls only anymore then, but not automatically weird. Then later, something else slipped out, then another detail, then another, until eventually I realised something. This wasn't one boyfriend stopping by. There were multiple guys there. Actually, there were more guys than there were girls. That immediately hit me wrong. Not because men and women can't be friends. Not because mixed friend groups automatically mean something happened. Because that's not what I was originally told. And when I pointed that out, she immediately got defensive. I said that I felt like details were slowly changing. Like I wasn't getting the full story. She said I was being an idiot. Argument started, tension built, and then something happened that I genuinely can't stop replaying in my head. We were sitting on the couch arguing. Her phone was sitting between us. I wasn't touching it, I wasn't checking it, wasn't snooping. Then a notification popped up. Lock screen, one quick glance, and I swear I saw it say, "Well, at least you got the bachelorette party out of the way." My stomach dropped immediately. The message came from someone named JJ, and I've got absolutely no idea who JJ even is. No context, no explanation, nothing. Just that message. And suddenly, every weird feeling that I'd had all evening started getting louder. I asked her about it immediately. She denied it completely. Said the message didn't say that. Said that I was spying on her. Which honestly annoyed me, because how exactly is it spying if your phone lights up directly in front of somebody? I wasn't digging through messages. I wasn't searching for evidence. The thing literally appeared right there. But instead of explaining, instead of reassuring me, instead of showing me the message, she got furious, grabbed her things and left. And that's where this stopped feeling like a misunderstanding, because she didn't just leave for a drive or leave to call off. She disappeared. 2 days, nothing, no calls, no text, no explanation. She turned off Find My Friends. Hasn't come back for work clothes. Her parents either genuinely don't know where she is or aren't saying. The only thing they told me was, "We're not worried," which somehow made me feel worse, because we're 1 month away from getting married. 1 month. We're supposed to be sorting wedding details, meeting caterers, finalising plans, building a future. Instead, I'm sitting here wondering whether the person I trust the most is being honest with me at all. So on this thread, there's one comment on the post that really stood out, because honestly, it sounded like somebody saying exactly what a lot of people were already thinking. The commenter basically said people don't usually get angry and defensive when there's a simple explanation. They explain themselves, they reassure people, they understand why people might feel uncomfortable when details suddenly keep changing, especially when trust starts feeling shaky. The commenter said that what bothered them wasn't even necessarily what happened on the camping trip. It was everything afterwards. The story slowly changing. Questions immediately getting turned back around. The concern becoming the problem. The person asking the questions somehow becoming the bad guy. And then they said something that honestly stuck in my head. If the situation had been reversed, would she have been okay with it? If I disappeared all weekend on what was supposed to be the guy's trip, came home acting distant, slowly admitted women had actually been there, then had some weird message pop up about a bachelor party, would she have just accepted it? Or would alarms have gone off for her too? And honestly, that's the part I can't stop thinking about, because maybe instincts are wrong sometimes. Maybe stress makes people overthink. Maybe sometimes people connect the dots that aren't actually there. But sometimes your gut starts warning you long before your brain catches up. And right now this guy is 21 years old, 1 month away from getting married, trying to figure out whether he's protecting his future or destroying it by questioning someone he loves. And honestly, I don't know which hurts more. What do you think? Was he overthinking everything and letting wedding stress get into his head? Or were the warning signs impossible to ignore? Drop your thoughts down below, because this one feels like it's going to split people straight down the middle. If you enjoy relationship stories like real life drama, twists that nobody sees coming, and situations that genuinely make you wonder what you'd do in someone else's shoes, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and stick around, because sometimes relationship disasters don't start with one massive mistake. Sometimes they start with the little details that slowly stop making sense.